All right. Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classic, Non-Classics. This is episode number 1941, and that was number 35. I got one DC trade, one Marvel trade. First up was the DC trade. We have Green Arrow crawling through the wreckage. This is the 1 year later story for Green Arrow. We're in this story arc. We jump ahead 1 year Events of Crisis for this one. Which, by the way, they mentioned here where he was during 1 year. He was actually on an island the whole time because Green Arrow has islands. So, in when he returned, he has since become the mayor of Star City. Yes, he's the mayor. And also, there was a project they were going to do, and of course, that collapsed due to. Well, it was going to. Oh, yeah, create tourism? No, it was going to create lots of casinos and probably bring a lot of crime. Also, apparently, Star City has got a mysterious wall that got put up. And despite the fact he doesn't bring it down yet, not yet. Yeah, it was also hinted at that Green Lantern could use about that. I was like, no, not yet. Well, that's not saved until the final story arc of this run. He also has to get into a fight with frickin' Deathstroke. Yes, Deathstroke, which I believe at this point was the first time he ever went on. He actually fought Deathstroke in his comic book. Yeah, this is the first and one of a couple times. He fought it one more time after this. We also appearance here by Brick, who gets sent to jail. And of course, Deathstroke gets defeated by Green Arrow and of course sent off to jail for the crime of attempting to assassinate the mayor. And he's stripped naked, and because everything can be something hidden with him, probably because he gets a lot of info about Deathstroke from Roy, his partner. They also bring up in here what happened with Connor Kent. There's mention of Connor, so my guess was probably Connor Kent, who got killed off during Infinite Crisis. By Prime. How? He beat him to death. No, seriously, that's basically what he did. But this really good start for the post 1 year later stuff, but still part of Joe Whittaker's run that's been going on since issue 26. But this is really good. Now, with this, I've reviewed basically 15 straight issues actually 16 issues of Green Arrow. I would love to review more, but actually, yeah, 15 straight issues because I hadn't reviewed. There's actually a couple more trades I have not reviewed yet, but I'll probably review in the future when it comes to Green Arrow. I eventually will put behind me Green Arrow Volume 3 one day, but this, really good. I give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. It's that good. Alright, next up it is Dark Reign, Agents of Atlas. This collects the first 5 issues of Agents of Atlas, Volume 2, 5 out of 11. This also collects some material from some one-shots. Wolverine, Agents of Atlas, Giant Size Marvel Avengers number 1, Marvel Secret of Age, Who You Trust, and Dark Reign New Nation. All written by Jeff Parker. Not Greg Pak, Jeff Parker. Yeah, Jeff Parker pretty much writes everything in here with artwork by people like Carl Pachia, Jason Perez, Juan Schimmer. That's the heist one. You have Barton Jew and Elizabeth Dami. The Resistance is done by Leonard Kirk, Carl Ketzler, and Michelle Madison. Of course, Leonard Kirk does the Giant Size Adventures of the Avengers. Now, in the heist one shot, basically, in the heist story from Dark Reign New Nation, it's simple this. The Age of Atlas are robbing Fort Knox. I mean, what is this, Goldfinger? Yeah, they basically rob Fort Knox. The reason? So Norman Osborn doesn't use the gold to make weapons. That is simply the reason for and they got the bad guy in here in the main book. They're basically not fighting against Norman Osborn. At one point, they go up against the New Avengers for some strange reason. Oh, actually, because Norman Osborn frames them for they do. They'll end up fighting him anyways. Oh yeah, there's also here with Wolverine involved with Agents of Atlas during the 40s. There's stuff here with Bucky, where he's of course Captain America at this point in time. Where flashback they actually met Bucky back in the 50s, I think it was. But yeah, this is really good. I love it. This book is fantastic. I give this book a 10 out of 10. It's just really good here. Yeah, and more Dark Reign stuff for for the series to go through. Yep. So yeah, that's the episode review. Stay tuned for more Spy X Family. Okay? Thanks for you. Bye.